Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your Moon and Rising sign can be found out by going to alwaysastrology.com. That's in the description box. And that way, if you want more information for the week, Taurus, you can check that out. Excuse me. Otherwise, this should appeal to you, and hopefully you find some of the messages here appealing and healing. So this is for Taurus for the week of the 6th till June 13th. It is for general purposes, so whatever whatever is occurring most in your world this week, Taurus, I'll get you to apply these messages to. That could be travel, finance, romance, business, etc. Some of these messages should appeal to all phases of your life today and whatever's most prominent for you. I'll be using the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck for a 3-card main spread this week. I'm just focusing on healing this week and not answering questions and looking at big ideas like I was the last few weeks. And then drawing a card each from the Medicine Card Tarot and the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot. Links to my ebook, Why I Do What I Do, and to the cards are in the box below as well. And let us begin, Taurus. I wish for you all success, joy, and wellness. I invoke spirits of love, light, and beauty. Pardon me. I call upon archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. I ask that Gaia please bless this reading for Taurus. So we're going to get a central card here and then get 2 qualifiers on either side. I'll go through the interpretation here and then pull a card each at the end of this reading from the other decks for you, Taurus. In the past, I have looked at the bottom of the deck for general energy once I've gotten the 3 main cards here. I'm not going to do that this week. However, if you do prefer that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll continue doing that. But for now, I think that we have a lot of information out of just 5 cards, believe it or not. So your central card is romance. Well, that's really nice to see. So romance doesn't always necessarily mean with somebody else. You could have begun a new part of your career, a new phase of your life, or you could be interested in something that's taking your breath away. You could simply be romantically inclined towards something, to an idea or a concept or a relationship and not a person in particular. However, if there is a person in particular for you, Taurus, that's lovely. It appears to be mutual here. There's a romance budding. If there's no other person, and if you're not looking at this as a project or a phase in your life where you're excited and feeling romantic and passionate in other areas of your life, it could be that you're infusing romance into your atmosphere in order to draw that into your life as well. So, for example, if you're single, not currently dating anybody, not looking for anyone, you could still be interested in the world of romance. Romance in terms of making your home a beautiful romantic place, treating yourself in a romantic way, watching romantic movies, reading romantic stories, that type of thing. So the week will be infused with romance one way or the other. You might even find, even if this sort of alternately speaking, if this is nowhere in your universe, you're not even thinking of this. I find that hard to believe, Taurus. You're playing a Disney, so let's be honest. But if it's not on your mind, so to speak, if it's not something that is in on the top of your thoughts, for example, somebody else that's close to you or somebody else that wants to be close to you will be bringing romance into your life. So they'll be infusing it one way or the other. Romance will be a major player through the week for you this week, Taurus. To one of the sides of the central issue is the card study, and the other card is balance. I'll hold these up for you in just a moment. I just want to look at some interpretations here with the term study and balance here. I think because this is infused together, because you may not even be aware of this sense of romance, or like I said, looking for it, or even feeling up to it or ready for it on some level, Taurus, I think that you might be the balance keeper here. I don't think this is going to be happenstance. I think that you're going to be the one to be sort of carefully taking steps, taking pains to go a little bit slowly, particularly if someone else is bringing this sense of romance into your world. I think that it's probably wise to take it a little bit at a time to create balance in your life. And sometimes when we are met with a sense of romance for the first time in a long time, or it's a new kind of romance in a long-term relationship, we tend to get caught up in it at the expense of other important things in our life. So this is just a call for there to be kept balanced throughout the week with regard to this sense of romance for you. So remember to keep things, not really extreme one way or the other, and certainly don't let someone else do that to you. And then with the study, this is an interesting concept here. You might be, for the first time in a long time, on the outside looking in to a romance, not to be critical, but to qualify it somehow. You need to qualify this. Who is this person? What do they want? What do you want? This is about asking questions, learning intentions, looking at different avenues to take, looking at other people's stories of success and failure around this central issue, and seeing what you can take from it in order to apply it to your best interest, to your highest interest. Like I said, this could even just be simply a romantic movie or a romantic book. You're trying to learn something new about this stage of romance or your life. But ultimately, I think the highest issue here, or the highest manifestation of both of these qualities, both the study and the romance, is to keep balance. All right, so let's look at these up close. Here we have the romance card. You can see she's almost being swept away by this angel, and she's super, super happy about it. And he's just like almost gobbled her up, with his arms. He's like, "You're coming with me." So it could really be this feeling of being swept away, really feeling adored, really adoring someone else. And I think this is just basically the reason here to, again, remember this sense of balance. Remember the life that you had before this person. Remember everything that you can do for yourself and that you bring into your own life, and not to create an over-reliance on someone else, and certainly not to have them take too much from you in this department. With the study card here, we've got the rainbow. This is beautiful. This also speaks to a sense of there having been clouds or rain in the recent past, and then coming out of that, something beautiful stems from that. So like I said, if it's already existing relationship and this is a new style of romance or a new level or a reconnection with a romance that worked previously that you're tapping into again, it could be because you've walked away from something that was sad or something that wasn't working for you, and looked at possibilities here. You've looked at possibilities about how to get the style of romance and sweetness and joy that you want in your life. And this is coming true for you. I think you're setting really healthy boundaries here. And again, this is what the balance card is speaking to. This is strictly about healthy boundaries, being honest with yourself, being honest with the other person, or persons, and putting yourself first. It's never a selfish thing to put one's interests first, unless the whole point is to try to get one up on someone else or to take advantage or exploit someone else. That's not a positive way to put yourself first. But I think if you're kind and honest here, particularly with healthy boundaries, I do think it is critical to put yourself first here. So it's good to be considerate of the other person, but make sure that you're putting your needs and your desires and your goals first, and making sure they match as closely as possible with the other person. Now, I'm really intrigued here, Taurus, so if any of you have a moment to write me, please let me know what this means for you this week, because I've drawn the butterfly card here, and its keyword is transformation. Whatever is going on this week for you appears to be transformational. I'm going to suggest it's for the best, just because this is such a gentle beast. We have rainbows and angels over here. We have two individuals who clearly adore each other, and we have a sense of healthy boundaries and balance here. So what is being transformed? Well, it looks like primarily you. I wouldn't say it's the relationship itself or a set of ideas or a bunch of people. This is really something transforming within yourself, and I think that you're responsible for this and for all the good that comes out of it, because anytime we assist ourselves through something difficult or attain a new level of awareness or joy, love, um, or healthy boundaries, I really believe that this is what we call a ripple effect. It creates a ripple effect for everyone around us, and it's a very positive and overall positive way to go about life. So this is beautiful. If this is transformational in a positive and loving and beautiful way for you, then congratulations. This is gorgeous, particularly to have with romance. If this is strictly about some romance that currently exists, however, Taurus, I'm going to suggest that something is transforming, that you've just, because of a recent awareness of your own or your partner's or an outside source, and it's helping to create a really healthy balance and boundaries for you, and this may lead to even higher expressions of love and joy. And then finally, we have the card Breathe. If you've been experiencing any tests these past few weeks, particularly regarding the romance issue, I'm going to suggest here that you take a breather, that you sit and trust. There could be issues around trust in general here, and so this is about trust and knowing, being still, being available to messages of love, taking it easy, right? Faith, and then the transform or the transforming card. This could be what's transforming, is that you're developing your faith, you're developing your trust in the romance. Really look at issues of balance this week. However, if this is not clear, or this isn't really what's going on, these four cards in particular aren't what's going on, really pay attention to the balance card. Maybe that's all that's missing here. Once this is figured out, these will fall into place. So my dear Taurus, that is the reading for the week. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to get your weekly readings for your sign. Until I see you next time, take good care. Bye for now.